Shut up and sit down.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ken Frederick Podcast.
I don't know why I laugh every time you say that. It just sounds so like, hello, everybody. Like you talk like that on a normal basis.
It's his radio voice.
I answer the phone at the shop like that.
It is pretty funny.
But so, anyways, today is February 25th, and we're coming from the Hall of Nerd at the shop today. And yeah, we're ready to roll with this
On a cold Thursday night.
Yeah, snowing when it was, and it's gonna be 60 this weekend or something in Western Pennsylvania.
Stupid shit like that. Yeah.
First off, I would like to thank everyone here would like to thank everyone for liking the Facebook page. And
51 likes in 2 days. We're really, really happy and thankful.
That's what, 24 hours?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Thanks for everybody that listened and went on YouTube. And
yeah, you can check us out now at... So it's our website now, legitimate website, is kfpodcast.com. The YouTube channel is
I don't have any idea, but I mean,
It's linked on the Facebook page.
It's linked on the Facebook page.
And then
I believe it's kf dash asterisk colon semi. I don't have any idea. It's a YouTube page.
So just check us out on the web at kfpodcast.com.
But here's the weird thing: I put search words in there so you can find those. None of it comes up. Like, I even put KF Podcast, thinking not a lot of people will have that. That tagline doesn't work at all. You can't search for it at all.
I was worried because when we were doing the Facebook page, I think two of us were editing because you spelled my last name wrong.
Yeah, because I'm an idiot. I was surprised at how many Ken Fredericks there are in the world.
Well, we're
Type
proud
it in, and
group.
there's like a comedian who's a Ken Frederick.
It's all me.
It's just you in different lives.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, there's so it's on Facebook /kfpodcast.com and kfpodcast.
And we really appreciate the people who took time to post and tell us what you think.
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
That's cool. We like to hear that people actually listen to it, because we thought we were going to get 4 listens, 3 of them being Justin and then 1 being Ken.
And as of right now, just on the YouTube,
Statman Carruthers.
episode 1 has 20 views and episode 2 has 12 views.
Oh,
I didn't like episode 1 because Anakin was a kid. Oh wait, we're not talking about that. Was Star Wars. You mean our episode 1? Okay.
But yeah, and actually, Dawn's gonna take over the podcast today.
Well, speaking of our podcast, and speaking of the images and stuff, let's just say Justin did a really good job with the website.
Definitely.
Thank you.
And everything he did there, he worked really hard on it. I did the Facebook stuff, which is easy because they just give you the template. You just type things. But he did all the recap and stuff, and the dialogue that went with it. It was all really good. The only thing I have a problem with.
Oh, here we go.
Here's my only thing I have a problem with. In this podcast, we always talk about how we're 2 out of 3 on most topics. 2 of us have seen one thing, the third hasn't. On our image for our Facebook page, it says best 2 out of 3, which I don't really understand that. That implies that we're playing some kind of basketball game and we have to win 2 out of 3 games. I don't know why it's best 2 out of 3 and not just 2 out of 3.
You were waiting for this podcast to
I
bring
was
up...
waiting. I thought about it on Tuesday. I was like, I'm not going to say anything to him yet, because I saw it. I'm like, best 2 out of 3. Are we playing a game? Did we enter a tournament and we have to win 2 out of 3 podcasts?
I saw that, but I never thought of it.
No,
So I don't
right.
understand.
You know where that came from? Because we talked about one of the segments of the show was going to be best 2 out of 3, and that's probably where I took that from.
Yeah. Well, it was just confusing, and I don't know if people saw it and were like, oh, which one? There's 3 of these, and this is the best 2. It's a little confusing.
All right, I can change it.
But
It's
I
not a big
actually
deal.
tried to go in and when I did the YouTube video, I made that video. I tried to take out that line. And I have no idea what gray that is. Like, I had it in Microsoft Paint and everything else. And I'm like, why can't I get a gray that matches this weird gray that you used? And it was it was killing me.
Well, you just don't know how to use paint then. They have that little dropper thing.
Do you think I have time to pick paint colors and all that stuff? So anyway,
All right.
that's all I had to bust on you about.
All right.
And, I still love you, but I'm not.
We
We're
can
not
make-
doing a best 2 out of 3. We're just
We can make updates.
okay.
Just
We're-
2 out of 3.
Sorry for the confusion. So anyway,
First things first.
first things first.
you have a story that you have not. We've been hanging out now for a couple hours, and you will refuse to tell us the story.
Well, see, I wasn't sure if you wanted to keep that story for later, because everybody's just staying around to hear this story, not to hear what we have to think about Walking Dead and shit like that. I swore twice today on this thing.
So do you want to save it? Is that the end? Is
I
that
feel
the
like
go
I
home?
should save it for the end. That's the go home story.
That's the go home
Because
spot.
it's pretty good and it's pretty crazy. So
All right, we'll stick around for the next 3 hours,
Yeah.
folks.
Hang in there for another 2.5 hours, and you'll hear what happened to Dawn today.
All right.
So let's start with Walking Dead. Big topic. Big show. Another big show, I thought.
Ken sighed already.
Go ahead.
You're going to be angry about it, I know.
I'm not angry about it, but I have issues with it. Spoilers if you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah,
Because we're going to spoil the shit
Justin
out
will
of it.
type spoilers real big in big, huge, bold letters on the webpage, so you're warned about it. But I liked it. I guess the big thing was it was the premiere of Jesus,
Yes.
which we talked about the week before.
Yep.
What he was going to be like. I'm not really pleased with the person that they cast as him. I don't think he's big enough. He seemed kind of scrawny. He seemed kind of...
He was under a lot of layers.
Yeah, he had a lot of... I don't get all the layers. You have a tank top with a leather coat over it.
Well, I can see why he has a lot of layers. We've discussed it many times.
Well, that's true.
That you can't bite through denim and leather.
You can't bite through denim, yeah. But,
So he's on his own and
yeah.
resourceful.
But is he on his own?
Well, that's
Well,
the thing.
that's
He's
the
obviously
show.
not. I mean, he's obviously going to be at the hilltop.
Right now, out in the world, when he's like doing missions, he's by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What did you see in the preview for next week? It shows him say, "Your world's about to get a lot bigger."
Which
no,
is a
that was
direct
a-
quote.
that was
from
a
the
direct
comic.
quote from the comic.
That was
Yeah.
when he busted in on Rick and Michonne at the end.
Right.
That
Yeah. So we'll get to that in a minute. But
Okay, now I have a question that I don't remember. I remember when he was introduced in the comic, but I don't. Was he a dick when he first got introduced?
No.
Or did he just kind of approach them?
Actually, I think his first appearance, he saves a bunch of people because he did the martial arts and he was like whipping ass on zombies and stuff.
Yeah, and
I can't remember.
I'm wondering if they're going to change this character a little bit because his introduction, he was an ass.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't like he could have killed them and been like a mean person. He was kind of
could've.
funny.
He could have. There was an unnecessary
It
comedy. I
led
thought.
to the most ridiculous scene though I've ever seen on that show, and that was Daryl and Rick acting like two idiots. Meanwhile, how do you not put a truck in park when you pull? You just jump out, and then the whole truck goes to the bottom. That like made me so mad. I'm like, that whole truck is going to the bottom of the effing lake
And-
for nothing.
Go ahead, because I think we're going to say the same exact thing.
I have multiple issues. Is Jesus Spider-Man and just jumped and leapt on top of the truck?
As he's tied up,
Yeah.
he jumps to the top of the truck, and they don't hear that.
Yeah. Then
After they're
wait,
done listening to their CD, then they're,
the Eastbound and Down song that they're listening to. Then 3 is like whenever they're driving around, like is everything all right? Okay, so I lost my thought. It totally
and Ken just had an Alzheimer's moment there, and we're back.
No, when they're at that barn and they're driving around,
Yeah.
and there's zombies tied up on cars. There's words written on the farm, and I want them to take a second, and be like, where are they at?
Yeah, what's
All
going
this is
on here? Why is this like this? This is.
And they take.
Well, how about even worse was Daryl and Jesus playing like tag,
There's a great
running
YouTube
around doing the
video
little.
with the Benny Hill song.
The Benny
It's
Hill
like,
song.
It's perfect.
It was so. It reminded me of something you would do when like you're trying to chase one of your kids down,
Yeah.
and they can't, and they're getting away from you, and you're running all around. Like,
Why
what are
don't you just
doing?
lock lock it up?
Why even go after him? You got the truck back. He flew off.
Yeah.
Drive away.
So my
well, he would
comment, you
jump on the
didn't.
back of the car again.
Yeah,
It's like Spider-Man.
you didn't say what I was going to say. My comment about this was Rick's reaction to the truck sinking. I don't care that he's now all not reformed,
Because he
but
shaved and had a shower.
yeah, then
normal.
all of a sudden now he's all chill and like they lose an entire truck full of food and supplies.
Not
and
just
he's-
food and supplies, a shitload of
Yeah,
food and
an
supplies.
entire panel truck full of food and supplies, and he's just kind of like, luck
Yeah.
happens.
Here's what pisses
Hey, still
me
got
off.
this sun kiss though. Oh wait, that's ruined.
And how does a can of soda get so ruined?
The scene when they were drinking it out of that hole bother you like
Yeah.
it bothered me? They're all taking little sips, like they're shotgunning a sun kiss. I'm like, will you open the tab and drink the freaking thing like a normal person?
I just the whole just most of that episode annoyed me.
It was a little
because
weird.
also too, all that food was wrapped in plastic. Just swim down and try to get into the
and get some stuff out. Yeah, go get some people and go back.
Because it's
for
clearly not that deep. Because I mean, it might go
See,
down.
I thought it was a lot deeper than it should have been. Like I thought when when a truck rolled in that little farm pond, that it'd be like, oh, it's stuck. It kept sinking, and I'm like, all right, how deep is this freaking pond gonna go? You know, this is a little crazy.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they are
on fire, and then you go and get the.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if they are going to send people back for it. Maybe that's why Rick's reaction was like, "We'll come back for it."
Yeah,
but it was totally out of character for me. It felt for him.
Well, I mean, the chasing was just weird. It was such a weird scene. It was like, it deserved the Benny Hill music.
I want to know if they're gonna talk about that 2-month period between when Carl gets shot and this.
They better, because where's Maggie's pregnancy? Because she has no bump. She is not pregnant whatsoever. She still looks attractive, and there's nothing.
Well, and Rick and Daryl have completely switched mindsets. Now Daryl's all like, no, get everybody away, don't talk to anybody. And Rick's like, come, open arms, please come join our community.
God, I hope Daryl dies. Like,
so there's a lot that seems to have happened that they need to tell us about, because if they just blow over it,
I don't even know if I want, because I don't want flashbacks. Flashbacks drive me insane.
It's gonna happen.
It's whatever, I don't think much happened in that time, but I don't know. So let's get to the other big part in that episode. Here's what bothered me about that, first of all, just me being the kind of person I am. She's talking the whole episode how she has no toothpaste, right? She's out of toothpaste. Right? There's no toothpaste. Carl used it on. Bring me some fluoride or whatever she wanted back. He couldn't find any, right? But he gave her breath mints. Pop one of those in before we start that big makeout session. She hasn't brushed her teeth all day. Neither have you. I don't know how kissing and all that would even...
I feel like once you've been through so much in the zombie apocalypse, it doesn't matter.
Well, I guess I haven't been through a zombie apocalypse. All I kept thinking was, she hasn't brushed her teeth all day, and keeps talking about it. But I hated those two together.
I don't think that they shouldn't be together, because Michonne is the voice of reason to Rick when he goes crazy.
Yeah, Michonne and Rick are like buddies.
Yeah.
They're like a team. They watch each other's back. They don't need to be banging. That's all they want to do on AMC is like, oh, you're a guy and you're a girl in this show? Oh, you accidentally touch hands? Let's start banging. You gotta have sex. Rick has sex with everybody. Everybody.
Does he?
No, he does a lot of banging on that show.
Is it 3?
This season he ran into 2 girls that are... and the whole holding hand... Hey, you accidentally touched my hand. Now let's go at it. They never had a chance to go at it before.
My question is at the beginning of the episode, I kind of assumed that they were banging. Why was she staying there with brushing teeth, and then they started banging out? Like...
When the episode began, I turned to Saber and I was like, oh, these two aren't together, are they? They're like playing house. Then he gave her the high five when he walked by.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, good, they're buddies. Good.
She was on Talking Dead after the show.
Oh, God. How about a show I don't give 2 shits about?
God,
but go.
Sorry.
Which is exactly what we're doing right now.
If Justin had a bubble, we just popped that damn bubble right now.
Just blew it up. Anyway, but she talked to... Apparently, she's been living in that house the whole time. She's been in the downstairs...
Yeah, well, shit,
the
that
downstairs
happened
bedroom. Now she's just moving upstairs.
She's moving on up to
every podcast. Every podcast we've had, which is a whopping 2 of them, you sing in every single one of them.
I can't help it. Full of song.
But then I was because I was so relieved that they were just still buddies, and then at the end I'm like, oh, do we have to have another hookup? Why is we always have to have hookups in this? It's just annoying. It's an annoying part of the show.
It's very much so.
It's I think, but.
They did hook up in the comics, though, didn't they?
No.
I thought they did. It didn't last very long.
Michonne was with Morgan. She was with Tyrese.
She was Billy Ocean.
And, then she was with, Billy Ocean, a.k.a. Ezekiel. And then...
I missed her with Ezekiel.
Oh, yeah.
That was towards the end.
Yeah, that's newer stuff. And then she becomes a pirate.
Yeah, then she became a pirate. For some reason, she becomes a pirate.
Does she wear an eye patch?
No, but she wears, like...
She wears, like, Nightcrawler clothes.
Yeah, she does. She's like the captain of a ship. I'm not joking. In the comic, they jump 5 years in the future, and when it gets to a certain point, and they're like, "Okay, this is what happened. What Rick led with no enemy interference to these places." Yeah. And
It's all nice. Everything's all straightened out.
There's like coastal trading. They establish trading points up the coast, and that's what Michonne leads.
You can go on paths from one community to another, and there's like horse escort and security, and everything's all.
And each place kind of specializes in certain things. Some is manufacturing, some is agriculture, some is
it's pretty good.
banging Michonne. And
Yeah. Pirates.
Pirates.
But yeah, so there's Walking Dead. Anybody got anything else for that?
No, it's just I think from now on I might just watch the first and last episode of every season and just be done with it.
Yeah, and then we'll just fill you in.
Yeah.
All right. How about you? Got anything else for that?
No.
Let's bury that topic then.
Yeah.
Real quick, I like that now that Rick's not moody, Carl was taking over the moody
Carl's
one.
now moody. Yeah.
He was moody.
And then you should have killed her. I couldn't kill her. That was that was just dumb.
But I could kill you.
Yeah, which is like, and she was like that filled her heart with glee. Like,
Well,
yes.
because what it said was
Your
you're
family.
family to me, and
She's like, good, because I'm banging your dad.
I'm about to go in there and get on top of your dad with no breath mints and no brushing of the teeth. But anyway, she played with Rick's sword, so.
Ba-dum-dum.
So there goes the end of that.
All right.
All right, so next, anybody catch the Daredevil trailer?
I didn't watch it. I'm kind of staying away from it. I saw some of the
All right, I have to vent again. Ken always does this shit. When a trailer comes out for anything we're excited about, he refuses to watch it. I want to go in fresh. I don't want to see it. It's like movie trailers exist, Ken. You gotta watch them once in a while. You gotta go with them. Now Justin's joining in on it.
yeah,
I want to go in fresh too. They all want to be fresh.
and I'll address that.
Two out of three fresh people over here.
Usually I'm not like that. I'm always watching all the new
You're
trailers.
the king of spoilers.
But for somehow I missed the first trailer.
I don't know how.
I don't either.
You don't miss anything.
I missed the first trailer, and I saw some pictures online. Punisher looks fantastic.
Was he naked? No. Not those pictures. Okay.
Anyway, I missed the first trailer, and then I was busy at work when the second trailer dropped. I couldn't get out and watch it. I just haven't watched it yet. I might go home tonight and watch it, but I don't know.
I don't feel the need to watch it because I'm already gonna watch the trailer because I'm already gonna watch the show.
I just wanted to see what the vibe of it looked like. So am I not allowed to tell you what happened?
No, you can talk about it.
about
I
it.
just
Well, they showed the Punisher, which is a good reference from Walking Dead because we know that
Shane,
Shane is playing the Punisher.
that actor is
John Barenthal.
I knew it.
Oh, every name, every fucking name, he knows who the actor is.
You didn't even let me get the sentence out of my mouth, and you were all
John
like,
Berenstone or Tom Berenger is playing it.
The Bernstein Bears are going to be the Shane and Walking Dead.
So anyway, he looks great as the Punisher. He looks really good.
I've seen the stills of him. I hope he gets his own spinoff.
He sounds tough. He sounds mean. He's basically doing like an enhanced version of Shane.
Which,
it's like the same character.
Yeah.
Elektra looks great. The costume's not like overboard. It's very sleek looking. The Hand is going to be in it, which they look awesome. It looks good. It looks intense. It looks action-packed. The first season was great, so I have high expectations for this one.
I loved the first season. I can't wait for this one.
Is there any tie-ins to Jessica Jones? I still have to finish that season, that episode.
You haven't finished that yet?
No, I got like 5 episodes left. I got stuck
You
in
poo-pooed that show, didn't you?
I'm not a big... she annoys me, which... Didn't
you weren't
say,
expecting to
Now-
hear poo-poo.
Does the character annoy you, or does the actress playing the character annoy you?
The character annoys me, which
Okay.
is probably what it's supposed to do. And I hate the fact that I get to a point where she has a Rick syndrome in that show.
Yeah,
where
she's
very self-destructive.
yeah,
Very Debbie Downer in it, yeah.
and everything she does turns to shit. Like she has this plan, it sucks. And then she gets mad that everybody else wants to help her.
But it's a good plan that just goes
Are they
wrong.
good plans?
Some of them, not all of them.
Her
but-
plans are a little dumb in that season.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a very depressing character. But I actually found her funny. I don't really like Kristen Ritter. Look at me knowing.
Oh.
Just call me Justin over here. But I was okay with her. I wasn't too happy she got casted, but
I don't mind her at all. And I
I thought
don't
the
mind...
villain made that show.
Oh, that... The was it Kilgrave?
Kilgrave, the
It was,
Purple Man.
The Pink Man.
The Purple Man is the best part of that season.
He was good. He was really good.
But I got to finish it. I got sucked into Sherlock, the BBC Sherlock.
You sucked. What did you say?
I got sucked into BBC Sherlock.
What a weird show to get sucked into.
It's amazing.
Is that the one with Doctor Strange in it?
Yeah, it's Bernardo Cucumber. Look at the names.
I mean, that's it. Give us the name there. I have no idea how to say it.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbuns. So you were sucking something and got stuck in that show.
Cucumberbatch.
And you like that show?
I think it's great. How
many seasons is it?
It's 3 seasons, but there's only 3 episodes per season.
That's it?
Each episode's an hour and a half long. So it's like watching a movie.
Yeah.
And it stops me from binge watching because I'm like, oh, I watched this, and I don't need to watch the next one until I'm ready for it. Like, and so I'm like, oh, I got time to kill. So it's like, and it's what?
Nothing. Just the guy.
So I like it. Quit making fun of me.
This is you talking about English and things with your mustache. It's really curled out tonight. It's very evil looking and sinister.
Do you watch Downtown Abbey too?
No, I don't watch Downtown Arby's.
I think you look like a Sherlock Holmes villain.
When I get my long hair.
Oh, God. We're not even going to go there. We'll just keep that off.
All right. No, I have to finish watching.
Well, speaking of those shows, they also announced today that they cast Iron Fist.
I don't even know why I interrupted.
Let's get another name. He looks so confused right now.
Yeah, no, he played a character in Game of Thrones.
He plays
the
gay, homosexual guy in Game of Thrones. That's not saying much.
I was going to say, how many characters? He was the one who was the boyfriend of the princess's brother.
Yeah.
Is it
He's the blonde kid who his sister married the young king.
Joffrey.
Yeah,
Yeah, she married Joffrey.
And then she married the other king. No,
she's flirting with.
She's flirting with Tommen.
She's married to Tommen. She never married Joffrey.
I know she made out with Tokar, but I wasn't sure what she did with Razor.
Tokar and Razor, a Ninja Turtles 2 Vanilla Ice movie reference.
Man.
Anyway, he's the curly blonde-haired gay guy that's sleeping with all the dudes on there. Skinny dude. He was a good swordsman.
Yeah.
On the show, he's gonna play Iron Fist.
I don't know the character at all, so does that fit?
I mean, Iron Fist's character, Danny Rand, is a small,
he's
blonde American dude.
I always thought Danny Rand was either broke or had a ton of money. There's no in between for him.
I think sometimes he is owns his own. Everybody in the Marvel universe owns a company.
There's Rand Industries.
Yeah, everybody has an industries, just like in DC.
But he's going to have probably a very similar story kind of to Arrow, where he's a Far East.
Yeah.
And he starts to train and develops the power of the Iron Fist.
Well, what they're going to tie in is what's the
old lady from
the Yakuza or something like that they were calling?
Whatever the lady was in Daredevil that sold the drug with the dragon on
the
it.
Chinese
That's
and that group apparently is back in Daredevil season 2. And they are what leads into the Hand, because Iron Fist is connected to the Hand, which is a group of ninjas from China or whatever. So it's going to be, I think some of it's going to be over in China with his origin, and then into New York.
Yeah,
where he'll meet up with Luke Cage and all that.
So going back a little bit, speaking of the Hand, have they showed Stick, or have they cast him?
He was in the promotional images. Stick was in the first season.
He's in the first season.
He's the old guy.
That's right. You're right. Okay, now
he almost fell out of his chair. He almost fell out of his chair from the shock and awe of that. Now he's far away. But yeah, he was in that. He was played by...
You're right. I remember him now.
What's his nuts? You
David
don't have
Carradine.
a name there?
No, I don't have a name. I don't have a name for him.
But yeah, he's in season 2 as well.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think the casting was good. I like those shows. So...
Yeah, the Netflix shows are great.
They are. They're good. And they're only getting better, I think. I think that once a Luke Cage show is going to be really good, showing like everything he got involved with. I hope they show like maybe even where he got his powers from, his skin and all that.
I like him as the actor, and I like the character. That was probably my favorite part so far in Jessica Jones.
Well, that was one of the best castings in those as well, was him as Cage. So it'll be cool to see if they do Iron Fist with it. Maybe they'll introduce Iron Fist in his show.
Maybe, because I do like the connection those two have. They're like best friends, and it's a good time.
But it was good. So speaking of TV shows, we'll switch to the DC universe.
Yep, this is where I stopped talking.
And again, our 2 out of 3 are not best 2 out of 3, but our 2 out of 3 references. Ken doesn't watch any of these shows.
I could never. I don't know. I don't read DC and.
Well, me and Ken had a fight Sunday night about DVRs. Because he refuses to get a DVR because he doesn't want to be sucked into a show and have to record it and watch it. But you heard him say how he binge watches shows on Netflix, and there's no difference.
I didn't say there was a difference. But I don't want to be like, oh, I'm going to watch a show and then never watch it.
And my point was that it's
You know what you do?
2016.
You bring it up in your little DVR menu and you hit delete.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about it.
This is typical him. It's like everybody likes a DVR, so Ken isn't going to like a DVR. I'm not going to pay $4.99 for that DVR because I will be different.
I don't even think I'm keeping cable. I think I'm getting rid of cable.
Yeah.
You're
going to kick him out of the Marvel
I
universe?
said, this is my X-Force, and I don't want you anywhere near
So
here.
anyway, me and Justin are big Arrow and Flash fans. You know, they're very popular shows now. A lot of people getting into them. And they just finished a couple big episodes. And now they have to go on hiatus again.
3-week break. Why? I don't understand why they can't put a string a half of a season together.
But this is how they always do.
I know. It's just annoying.
They take the break around Christmas, come back for sweeps month, which is February. I don't know why, but that's what it is. Take the break from March, and then they ran out the rest through April and the beginning of May. I had to explain this to Xander. I don't have to explain this to you. I mean, you should understand this by now. You're an adult.
I understand the way they do it. I just hate it.
Because I explain it to my 10-year-old, it's why? Because they go away. Well, why? Because they don't want to pay for them more. Why? It's just over and over and over and over. But that's a whole nother. That's about a 3-hour podcast.
But anyway, so Flash.
Flash was really good. They revealed that Zoom was Jay Garrick. Again, spoilers, which is very confusing because there's multiple Jay Garricks now.
And we think maybe Jay Garrick, another version of Jay Garrick, is in the Iron Mask. So there's going to be like 4 different versions of Jay Garrick.
Well, they're getting into all these multiple realities on that show because they're going to cross it over with Supergirl, which is a terrible show, but we watch it for some reason.
I don't think it's a terrible show. It's not anywhere near as good as Arrow or Flash, but it's not marketed to the same
It's a bad
group
show.
of people. All right.
If that show was the first show that ever, it's good because you know that it's like going to be tied in.
Yeah.
If you didn't know it was going to be tied in, you'd be like, what am I watching here?
But I don't think it's a terrible show.
It's like Sweet Valley High with superheroes. Is what it,
because it's marketed to 13 to 20-year-old girls.
Not men in their 30s and 40s.
It's not marketed to us, so we shouldn't be all...
I literally have to power through an episode. I have to put it on and be like, don't shut this off. Just have it on in the background and get through this crap. So
that explanation is exactly why I don't want a DVR show.
Well, and the only reason I'm doing it is because I think after Flash is on it, I might be done with it. I just want to be aware of what's going on. I don't even know why. I don't know. You know why I watch it? Because he bullies me. That's why I watch it. Give it a shot. Give it a shot is what he says.
Yeah, this is why I don't want a DVR, because I don't want you to be like, come on, you should
You
really
need a
watch
DVR just because it's 2016.
I don't need a DVR. But anyways, this isn't about my DVR watching. This is about your DC comics stuff.
So, yeah, Flash was all right. Arrow was decent.
Give me back my son!
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, I hate Felicity. And I know you love her, but she was a total bitch at the end of that show. I mean,
that was the coldest shoulder I have ever seen on TV ever.
I'll explain it to Ken. He has a kid that they don't know.
Felicity didn't know about.
Oliver finds out he has a kid.
Okay.
Okay, so in the middle of the season, he finds out he has this kid because his mom tried to pay this girl off that he slept with because he's a big playboy. So they go and he finds this kid. Flash helps him because he's a forensic scientist,
Yeah.
And he finds the kid, and the mom's like, you can have a relationship with him. She still thinks that Oliver Queen's like a playboy, a womanizer.
Not a nice guy.
And she said, you can't tell anybody about him. He said, but there's someone important in my life. And they said, you can't tell anybody about this. You just have to.
Either you keep this a total secret or you don't see your son.
Right. So he agrees, because all Oliver Queen does in this show is lie to people. Every season. And everybody else lies too. So it's like, if me and you were going to do something, and we didn't want to, we were afraid of Justin was going to get hurt, we'd lie about it. And then we would go, we're trying to protect you, Justin. And he would get mad and be mad at us. This is the premise for Arrow when you watch Arrow.
Because as you...
You're sorry you don't watch it.
Huh? Because as you've said about pretty much every show we've talked about, a 5-minute conversation
Would
between
clear
two people
everything
would
up.
clear up every issue.
Every time you watch the show, they walk in a room and he'll be covered in blood and something, and it's, well, what happened? Don't you know? I'm not going to explain it. And you're like, talk. Just tell them exactly what just happened, what we just watched, and everybody will be fine. And then I don't know why you won't speak to me, and storms out of the room. It's a big ordeal every time. Like, all he had to do was walk in and tell his girlfriend, I found out I have a kid, but she won't let me know anybody. I'm obviously going to tell you because we're in love and I tell you everything. Instead, he's crying to his sister, and basically everybody finds out about it but her.
I actually really like that scene between him and Thea, though. It was
the worst advice ever from her. Don't tell your girlfriend, your future wife.
Yeah.
Keep secrets from your future wife.
Yeah, it's bad advice, but the scene was really good.
Being the only person here that's married, let me tell you how it works when you don't tell your wife something.
Whoa. I've been married once.
That's true. I forgot. Secrets are never a good thing. So anyway, she finds out because the bad guy kidnaps his son and is holding him ransom.
And how Malcolm and Damien... Well, Malcolm tells Damien Dark, but how Malcolm finds out about it.
It's ridiculous.
He's the leader of the League of Shadows, so he can find out anything.
So they introduced Vixen.
Who needs to be on the show every week for the rest of the season.
She was doing all the animal stuff and everything. She was flying.
She's doing animal stuff.
She was just doing animals. She was doing cat noises and stuff. But she
doing Alex's cat impersonation.
That's all it was. But she helped find him, and then of course, his girlfriend finds out, and she helps him. They get the kid back, and he gives this heartfelt message where he's saying goodbye to his son. He sends him away so that he can never be hurt again. And he's like, you'll watch this when you're 18, and this is why I had to abandon you because I'm the Green Arrow. And then his girlfriend walks in the room and hands him the engagement ring and goes, I don't want to be with you anymore. I was like, what a cold bitch.
Well, not only that, but how many episodes ago did she become paralyzed?
3 or 4.
So she
didn't walk in, did
no,
she?
No,
she
no,
rolled
no,
in.
no. So but this is why the ending of this was the coldest close I've ever seen on a show. She's been paralyzed for 3 or 4 episodes. This guy that works for her is
Mr.
Terrific, is the super techie genius. He develops this little biochip that's supposed to make her walk. They go through the whole thing. She has it implanted. She's going through physical therapy. She can't walk. She rolls in, puts the engagement ring down, gives her little speech, and then her foot wiggles. She stands up. He looks at her like, oh my God. And she just walks out the door without saying a word.
Hey, the F words over here.
I'll edit it out.
There goes all our likes.
Doesn't even say anything. She just walks out the door.
Yeah.
It
was dumb. But anyway, that's our DC show wrap up. And Legends of Tomorrow sucks. But anyway.
I'm interested in seeing tonight, though.
It might be okay, but it's been kind of bad.
It hasn't been great.
But, that leads us into a little topic that me and Ken have been talking about a lot lately, and that's speaking of DC Comics and all these Earths and everything that they do.
Yes.
They're doing a little revamp of their comic book universe.
They are. Starting in June, DC is going to do DC Rebirth, headed by Jeff Johns, which is his infamous Rebirth titles. If you don't know anything about comics, what DC would do is when a title would get to a point where it sucked really bad and no one was reading it, they'd hire this writer, Jeff Johns, who's really good, nice guy. I've met him, and I'll drop that. He is the chief creative officer, I think, right now for DC. Mm-hmm. It's either him or Jim Lee. But so what they're doing essentially is they're taking, if you're not familiar, DC has, about 5 years ago, they restarted all their comic books from number 1, kind of give them updated origins.
The New 52,
yeah,
it was called.
Updated their origins, revamped some stuff, and they went from there. It was very controversial, and
because they basically wiped out 75 years of Batman and Superman history.
Yeah, they just said, "Hey, we're
on every character."
Instead, they were only around for 5 years, and Superman didn't wear red underwear anymore.
It's very different. And they basically what they did was what books make the most money. They got changed the least. Characters and titles that didn't make as much money or made the least amount of money, they totally changed to update. So what they're doing now is they're realizing that people want what they want from the old back. If that makes any sense.
What they want from the old back.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's a weird sentence, right there.
What they want from the past stories.
Yeah, history.
The history that they enjoyed.
History would have been a good word to use.
History.
Instead, they're old back.
How about you shut your mouth? So what they're doing essentially in Rebirth is they're going to tell a 4 to 6 issue miniseries to kind of give the new origin for these characters, which will tell you what's in their mythos and history and trim a lot of the stuff that would cause continuity issues.
Okay.
And then they're going to start and they're starting all their books back over at one, except for Action and Detective Comics, were the comic books that came out in the 1938.
Now, for people that don't read comics, Action is Superman.
Yes.
And Detective is Batman.
Detective 27 was the first Batman appearance in 1939. Action number 1 was the first Superman.
Look at you with the stats, huh?
1938, I believe.
So I want to make a comment here.
Yes.
All right.
I think this is all cool, but as a casual comic reader, somebody walking...
As a comic book reader that steals them online. Let's get that right.
I'm just, as a casual
Okay.
comic, I'm not in here. I don't subscribe to books. I don't read a lot of books. I'm not
still
a
mine.
historical reader. I don't know the old stories. I don't have any of that history. For me, if I was walking into a store, or like a 10-year-old kid walks into a comic book store,
I'd be like, what are you doing in my store, kid?
Where's your parents?
but he sees...
How old are you?
He sees Detective Comics number 932. That's a little intimidating, I think.
But
It is.
The kids aren't going to read Detective Comics. Detective Comics 932 or whatever is for us.
Okay.
I mean, they're going to read Batman number 1 is what they're going to pick up. And
Probably.
Superman number 1.
And which is a big reason why the Scott Snyder, who's been writing Batman since the last 5 years, is going to Detective to continue that kind of story. But basically, right now, come June, is if you wanted to get into any DC Comics, now's the time to do it. But it's also a good excuse for people that want to get out of reading DC Comics to get out of it.
Yeah.
Now, being someone that worked and was in charge of ordering for multiple stores at the time period of New 52, it actually brought in more new readers than we lost.
It did.
Because those people that wanted out of it were going to find a reason to get out of it anyways.
Right.
But it's exciting to a level that, hey, maybe, and as me as not a DC reader, I'll check a couple of them out if the art looks good and I like the creative team.
I'm excited about it because they're bringing back the Justice Society.
Oh, God.
And don't you scoff at me.
I'll openly scoff at the Justice
If you don't know who the Justice Society is, it's old superheroes from like the 40s.
80-year-old people with
is.
superpowers.
Yeah.
But the best thing about this is Don tried to describe the Justice Society to me, and he's like, they have to have these 5 main characters. And then he rattled off about 15 characters that were absolute must-haves for the book.
It's true. It's an old school book. Before there was the Justice League and there was Batman and Wonder Woman and the new Green Lantern, there was the original Green Lantern, the original Flash, who's on the TV show now, Jay Garrick with the helmet and all that. They were the original superheroes. They're classic, kind of like me being a Captain America guy. They were that Phil. They were World War II characters, and for years in DC, they were around all the time. They were mixed in with the Justice League, and they wiped them out of existence with the New 52.
What's your favorite part about the Justice Society? What's your favorite type of book that they do?
Justice Society is great because it's like a family book.
You've said multiple times that you like when they have Christmas episodes and they eat together.
With the Thanksgiving crossover with the Justice League, it's great. It was an annual thing that they would do. Now they are going to make them young, and it's going to be like, instead of Captain America, it's going to be like 8 Captain Americas, man out of time, because they're from the 40s, teleported to 2016.
It's going to be like, yeah, see, I came to the portal, see.
What's this weird thing you have right here? Oh, that's a cell phone, you know. So I don't know. I hope it's still good though, because I miss them. And Justin's having technical issues. What's wrong? Huh?
Just running out of battery. We're good.
Oh, you're running out of batteries.
I thought you were like, we haven't been recording.
We've been talking for 38 minutes and no one's been recording. But yeah, that's, Rebirth. Hopefully it'll be something good.
We're going to go more in depth probably when it comes closer to June.
Yeah, we'll go through all the
Whenever
titles.
I get more solicitations from it, maybe we'll do a breakdown show.
Yeah, maybe
where we lay down some cardboard and we break.
Oh, we're gonna break like
It's gonna be
Electric
Rebirth
Boogaloo
2, Electric Boogaloo. Damn it. You beat me to it.
You wanted to say it so
I
bad.
did. All right.
How about, you have anything else on this topic there, or you just have?
You're a casual reader. Would this get you to come in and actually purchase comics with money?
There's a few...
Yeah, instead of stealing again online. I hope the FBI starts listening.
Actually, DC started today their unlimited app program. I don't know the details of it, but it's like basically you pay for a subscription like Netflix fee, and then you can read all their comics on the app.
Oh, I hate that.
But is it gonna be like Marvel, where Marvel is I think 6 months behind?
No, I think it's going to be new once Rebirth starts.
Okay.
You know,
I
I
might-
hate digital comics.
Oh, okay.
I just don't like them. I like buying the book.
I like. You know, I hate digital comics. I just insulted you.
How dare you?
Ken, you know I hate digital comics.
All right. Are we done with this one then? No?
Yeah, I think so.
Feel
Kind of. There's a couple I might look at. Again, if the artwork looks cool in the first few issues, I might try. There's a few that I might try. I really haven't read Superman that much. I might check out Superman. I like Batman. I might check out Batman. If they redo Nightwing has been my favorite character for a long time.
That's this stupid sticker to have to look at on the back of your laptop.
Yeah.
Every week when we do this, that I want to peel off and cut it into pieces because it annoys me
No.
for some reason.
No.
All right. Nightwing. Good. All right. Next topic. I think that we should let Mr. Justin over here run us through his Oscar breakdown because he's a big movie buff, which we talked
so
about
buff.
before. He even brought in a piece of paper that has all the topics on it. And if we let him go through all these, we'll be here till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
I promise I'm not going to go. I'm not even going to mention all of them.
So the floor is yours, buddy. Go.
Thank you.
So he owns the floor.
He owns the floor.
Yes. So, as we talked about in episode 1, I'm a big movie fan, not just
Episode 1.
Darth Maul got cut in half. Sorry.
spoilers. That movie came out in 1999.
Yeah.
Stats, just throwing stats about references that he's just throwing.
No need. I can't believe we're 40 minutes in and he hasn't dropped a word of the week yet.
You don't talk about it. Till he
Yes,
says
you don't
it.
talk. It's like Fight Club. You're not allowed to talk about it.
See, now I'm just
Now
gonna
he's
be
gonna
able
watch
to.
it.
Oh, he's
I'm
gonna
gonna watch myself.
He's gonna slip.
He's going to slip. For
something's
these
gonna
Oscars, he's going to slip. It's going to happen. As he reads movies, can we go, don't care, real loud after he says it? Or...
You can make comments. I don't care. You've already told me you neither of you have seen any of
Next.
the Best Picture nominations.
How many of these movies have superheroes?
None.
None.
Well,
then that's how many I've seen.
All right, let's go. Go
Mad
ahead.
Max. So, I don't want to talk about all these categories. I'm interested in Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Actress. Best Picture, unfortunately, right now, I've actually only seen 2 of these movies.
Good.
I've been really excited about a few. The Revenant, which I think is going to win Best Picture.
Leonardo DiCaprio in the woods with a gun,
Yep.
fighting a bear.
Fighting
That's
Tom
The Rick
Hardy.
Linkenheimer story.
Fighting Tom Hardy and a bear.
Yeah. That was the original title for it.
One of the cool things about this movie and why I think it's going to win Best Picture, everything was shot on location, all natural lighting. They didn't use any kind of fake lighting. It's just it was a very difficult movie for them to shoot.
That's what you like about it.
I
I'm so sick of movies
with
with fake lighting in it.
I've seen trailers. It looks excellent. I'm gonna
Don't
try
you
and watch
feel
it
though
this
like
weekend.
that movie is just every year we have to get Leonardo DiCaprio an Oscar nomination?
I don't want
we
him
have
to-
to try.
I think this is the one that's going to win him the Oscar.
I've played every role you can think of. What about a guy in the woods?
He never played a dinner role.
Yeah, I never did that. Maybe a dinner. If he doesn't get it this year, dinner roll's the way to go.
Yeah, if he doesn't win this year, it's going to be tough. But there are a lot of good leading actors that he's going up against. He's nominated for The Revenant. Matt Damon is nominated for The Martian, which was a really good
God,
movie.
Matt Damon in The Martian, which got Best Comedy at the Golden Globes.
That was
Which
ridiculous.
makes
The
no
Golden
sense.
Globes are a joke.
Which is
as
so
an award,
stupid.
As an award, the Golden Globes are an absolute
That movie was
joke.
Castaway on Mars with
But-
Matt Damon.
But it kept you engaged because of the action. It was like Castaway. I fell
I
asleep
didn't see it, so I
halfway
can't
through.
comment. I'll never see it because Matt Damon's in it. But you know my.
So you don't like Ben Affleck or Matt Damon?
No, well, I'm okay. Ben Affleck, I'm a little bit all right with, but Matt Damon just did it. After I saw that one where he wears that exosuit and goes to another space station, that piece of shit, whatever that was. What was that called?
Movie trivia.
Oh God.
First,
know-
tell the name of the movie.
Elysium. Do you know who was originally supposed to play that role?
Billy D.
Jeremy
Williams.
Renner. Billy D. Williams.
Eminem.
Gallagher.
Eminem was originally
The
supposed
red
to play
M&M from the M&M commercials.
the rapper. Eminem.
What are you talking about? Where
He
did you
was-
get that stat
He
from?
was originally cast in that movie. And
in Elysium.
In Elysium.
That's one of the worst movies ever made.
It is awful. And that was supposed to be the big follow-up to District 9 from the director that I can't remember his name right now.
Why were you even on the show then if you can't remember
Yeah,
the
I
guy?
know. What's your point?
It was supposed to be his big follow-up. And
It was
awful.
horrible.
It was awful.
But then
I
what's
never
he
saw
do
it.
after that? Then he's in a zoo, Matt Damon, and then
He bought a zoo.
Yeah, I mean, he's in a zoo.
He is in a zoo.
He's just an idiot. His movies are stupid, and I can't be bothered watching The Martian.
And I heard a rumor that he's now cast as Robin, but anyway.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't shock me if he was in there.
But anyway, so Matt Damon for The Martian. Michael Fassbender is Steve Jobs in the Jobs movie.
Michael Fassbender, aka Magneto.
I haven't seen it. I'm not an Apple guy. I don't
You're
really...
more of a peach or a pear kind of guy, right?
He's
it
more of a
crap.
banana kind of dude.
Bryan Cranston. You know who Bryan Cranston
Yeah,
is?
he's from that TV show with the things. in it.
Breaking Bad.
Everybody,
Actually, no, he's
Malcolm
the
in the
dentist
Middle.
on
Malcolm in the
Seinfeld.
middle. Malcolm in the middle. The dentist in Seinfeld. Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I can't believe that.
But he's nominated for Best Actor for Trumbo and Eddie...
Trombone?
Trumbo.
Jumbo.
Yes. And Eddie Redmayne...
Tim Watley in Seinfeld. That's who he is. Sorry, I had to get
That's
that.
all right. And Eddie Redmayne, who won the
Redmayne.
Oscar last year for Best Actor, is nominated again
We
for
shouldn't be
The
allowed to
Danish
be
Girl.
nominated again.
For Dish Girl?
The Danish Girl.
I thought he said dish soap for a minute. Oh, that I'm not even going to talk about the Danish Girl because we'll just offend people and they'll never listen again. That's the transgender movie.
Yeah,
okay.
he's
gonna win then.
The character he plays, it was the first ever transgender actual surgery in the world, and it took place in like 1933.
And then Caitlyn Jenner will hand him the award once he wins it.
Probably.
Yeah. Next.
So, and then Best Actress, Brie Larson for Room.
She's going to win it.
She won. She's won most of the other awards so far.
She's Ramona Flowers in the Scott Pilgrim
Oh,
movie.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You love her. That's your girl.
I don't even know how to pronounce Saoirse Ronan for Brooklyn, Kate Blanchett for Carol, Jennifer Lawrence for Joy, and Charlotte Rampling for 45 Years.
I haven't heard one good movie yet.
I have no idea what any of those movies are.
Joy,
Oh, is that the mop?
the mop one, and from what I've heard, nobody can understand how she got nominated for that. Jennifer Lawrence is a
Sucking
great
dick.
actress.
That's nice.
Wow!
Let's go right to there. Let's get right.
Wow! Considering there are 6,000 Academy members, that's a lot of dick.
She put some mileage in.
Put some mileage in.
But anyway, I haven't seen any of those. Brie
Can
Larson's
I just
won
say
every
that
other
I
award.
think it's total crap that Straight Outta Compton's not nominated for
I,
Best Movie.
I absolutely agree, and I think
That movie was fantastic.
the kid who played Eazy-E should have been nominated for Best Actor.
He was good.
Yeah.
If not Best Actor in a leading role, Best Supporting Actor, because it was an ensemble movie.
Yep, I agree.
There was the cast.
It's an ensemble movie.
Oh, it's
close.
It's close.
Close.
Come on, you.
We're getting closer.
I think that Ice Cube's son should get an award for looking the most like Ice Cube. in the
Oh,
movie.
for looking the most like a character. I thought all those guys are great in that
Oh, yeah.
movie.
It was a
The guy
great
who played
movie.
Dre was great. I mean, they were all great. That movie was great.
Can we do our own at the end of the summer?
Yeah, a
We'll
much
do our
better
own
Oscars.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your Oscars? Well, it was
That's
Ant-Man,
called the
Straight Outta
MTV Movie
Compton.
Awards. The other one nomination that I want to talk about that I'm thrilled about, and again, I haven't seen the movie.
He's so thrilled.
It's great. Sylvester Stallone is nominated for Best Supporting Actor for Creed.
Yeah, that's good.
And I really want to see him win it. He actually won the Golden Globe, but those awards are a joke.
So he's never going to win this one.
But
They're trying
I'm-
to get him one just to so
I
they can shut
would
him up and say
really
goodbye.
like to see him win because apparently his performance was...
Well, see, I heard Michael B. Jordan was really good in that movie.
And
too.
again, he's another one that very easily could have been nominated for Best
Yeah,
Actor.
should have been.
So,
I like that kid.
Yeah, I like him
I
too.
don't think there's anything
I-
I've seen him in that I haven't liked.
He was the
come
only
on.
bright spot.
Come on.
No, he was good in Fantastic
He was
Four.
the only good part
He was
in
the only good
Fantastic-
part in
yeah.
Fantastic Four. Everybody else, I mean, other than the naked thing running around throwing tanks at people, I mean, Michael B. Jordan was solid.
You leave the Rock Johnson alone.
Oh, so stupid. Why is he naked and no one else cares? No one notices.
all right. So that's my Oscar wrap-up. Maybe next week I'll talk about
Do you
the
have
winners a
any
little bit.
predictions?
Was there Force Awakens nominated for anything?
Force Awakens got 3 nominations. Best Film Editing,
You looking at this paper makes me laugh.
Best Visual Effects,
Best natural lighting.
and best sound
Best
mixing.
movie to use all fake lightning.
Oh,
lighting.
4 and best sound editing. So they did get 4 nominations,
Sound editing.
but they're all technical awards.
Here's what I understand: if Mad Max, not
Max.
the restaurant. If that movie can get nominated for Best Picture, why not Force Awakens?
I don't know.
What was better than that? It made all that money. It was an epic movie.
And I bought into it initially for some nostalgia from the original Mad Max series. I went opening weekend, and I left there thinking...
Of course you did. I mean, we're not surprised you were there
know,
opening
but
weekend.
I left there thinking...
You said it like we're stunned. Like,
why-
you went opening weekend? Oh, wow.
Why does everybody think this is so great? It was just another Mad Max movie. And it wasn't even Mad Max movie. That movie was... It should have been Furiosa. It should have been Charlize Theron's movie. She was the main character in that movie.
I don't even know
What the
that
hell
is.
word did you just say?
Her name in the movie is Furiosa.
Oh,
Does she own the road then?
Pretty much.
So that's why it's called Fury Road?
No.
I was trying to...
It's called Fury Road because Nick Fury owns
Yeah,
the
he
word.
shows up in a tag at the end
It's
of the
actually
the
Furry
trailers.
Road. It just never shaved the road down.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it could be...
It's just...
But no, I don't...
That movie was on HBO like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. 3 minutes into it, and I'm like, I'm watching this for 3 hours. Like, no, that's enough of this.
It was...
Just couldn't have it. Couldn't have it. It was terrible.
But
Terrible. That's terrible.
All right, well, there's your little Oscar wrap up. I feel like we should have a jingle or something like Justin's Oscar wrap up.
I
I could find something to edit in later.
sure you could.
Now, the one thing that I just saw in here that makes me laugh my ass off.
Ooh,
The
do
naked
tell.
guy or what?
50 Shades of Grey
Yeah.
actually has an Oscar nomination.
For
But
what?
that was last year. How's
No,
it?
it came out Valentine's Day last year.
So
So it's
that bothers
it's a
me.
2015.
Most-
These are the 2015.
Movies.
They're awards for the movies in 2015.
What's that
this is
nominated for?
horrible.
Most awkward sex scenes in a movie?
Should have been best original song.
Oh, get out of here! What song?
Earned it. I don't even know.
Oh, that's my jam. I love that song. I work out to it all the time.
But anyway, I saw
It
that
should
on
be
there.
nominated
It
for
was
stupidest
hilarious.
movie ever made. Is what it should be nominated.
Worst adaptation.
Did you guys see it? That
No,
movie?
I have not
See, we
watched
saw it
it.
on Valentine's Day.
I was single though. Yeah.
Saber loved the book, didn't she?
She loves the books, but I don't know if she was that big of a fan of the movie. The movie was bad. I mean, like, I thought, well, at least there's going to be some good sex in it. You know, I'll watch anything if there's a sex scene in it. You know what I mean?
You'll watch anything.
Pretty much. If they're like, there's going to be a sex scene in 15 minutes, I'll hang around just to see what it's like.
Brokeback Mountain.
Well, all right.
I watched.
Check and
You
mate.
got me.
I watched a movie called The Gift for 2.5 hours
To see, what's
to
her
see
name?
Katie Holmes' boobs.
That's
Just Google that shit.
This was before Google.
This was when
What?
the movie first came out.
Oh, I thought it was like a newer movie.
No, I'm not. I didn't watch Brokeback Mountain, but anyway.
No, I was just being a jerk because you said.
I mean, but you know, I thought, well, this will have some good scenes. They were so stupid. They were so weird and dumb, and
That should have really
so-
been made into a porno.
The book,
it's just like a
it probably
porno.
had. I can't believe it hasn't been.
I'm sure it was 49 Shades of Grey.
49 Shades of Grey.
69 Shades of Grey.
69
That's-
Shades.
yeah. So
69 Shades of Boners. Is what
that stupid book
Boner Jams 98.
was originally Twilight fan fiction,
Yes.
yeah.
and then the woman who wrote that stupid book wrote the screenplay for that stupid movie
How many times are you gonna say stupid?
a lot.
All right.
And they pissed off the director that directed the first one. They quit and were like, "I'm not doing this anymore. I can't have my name associated with this crap." So now this woman's, I believe the author's husband is now writing this new screenplay and she's directing, or it's insane. They're just doing these because they feel that people want to see this and no one wants to see it.
Well, it did well though. Wasn't it the highest R-rated till Deadpool came out?
No, it was. It had
That
one
was
of the
Brokeback
highest.
Mountain.
It had. I think it had. I think it took the highest. Deadpool took the highest Valentine's Day weekend from it,
Yeah.
but
Oh, these stats. Oh, the stats. It's crazy.
I love it. I love Statman Chronicles.
It's the highest movie to ever debut at 3:30 on a Wednesday. Oh, wow, that's an amazing stat to have.
all right. So that's Oscar talk.
All right.
Ba 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 ba. Oscar talk.
Now on to a topic that Justin doesn't like. Ken and I are avid wrestling fans. We enjoy ourselves some WWE.
I love watching a bunch of guys in tights.
Sweaty guys
Sweaty
rolling
guys in
around,
tights.
grabbing each other. And this is WrestleMania season.
Oh,
so,
it's my favorite time of the year, from January to March.
yeah, WrestleMania
Early
season's
April.
great. Now, Justin will join us once in a while when there's something like out of...
Something
Steven.
completely ridiculous.
That would be his obsession with Stephen Amell, a.k.a. Green Arrow.
Hey, wrestling fans, it's Stephen Amell.
And when he wrestled Stardust, Justin tuned in for that. And since I think they're going to wrestle again at WrestleMania, you're probably going to join us.
Come hang out. I'll do
Wrestling
the same.
pay-per-views are a great time to get together. You get together with a bunch of your friends. We eat bad food, and it's just fun to make fun of it. And
Oh, yeah, it's a great time.
it's a great night out. We had one Sunday. We went and had some sushi beforehand and then
yeah.
watched it over at Brock's house. And that was a little shout out, and that was a good time. But so you want to take us through this?
Yeah, so I'm just going to go through the matches for the night. We can kind of talk
We have
about...
to do all of them because it was pretty bad.
Well, we could go through them quickly and skip. I mean, there's not much to say about the. Hold on, let me the stupid stuff. But all right, so the pre-show match was Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio, best 2 out of 3 falls match.
Oh, they actually had a best 2 out of 3.
Callisto, she was the chick from Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
No, yes,
No,
this
a
is
little Mexican guy.
well, no, he's from Chicago.
Yeah, we don't even think he's Mexican.
He's from Chicago, but he lives. It was from New Mexico. It's a bunch of stuff. But anyways, so Kalisto beat Alberto Del Rio 2 out of 3 falls.
Which is dumb. I don't like Callisto.
It was he's house show Rey Mysterio, and what we mean by house show is he's a generic version of a better character.
Yeah.
But the WWE can pay him less and still get the same amount of pop out of the audience, and get
Why are
something
you
out of
foot
him.
tapping me under the table?
So, anyways, so Kalisto beat Alberto Del Rio. I actually thought it was a solid match when I watched it.
It was all right.
I think those two guys can go. I like Kalisto. I wish that they would make the U.S. And that was for the U.S. title. I wish they'd make the U.S. belt more like a light, like a cruiserweight belt. But I guess they are going to implement a cruiserweight title here soon.
Yeah.
On the WWE Network. So that was that.
That was that. The rest, and then that's the recap because the rest of the matches were shit.
There was one other. There was okay. So Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks defeated Team Bad.
Yeah, which was dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I like
That's
to watch.
just going to be a match at WrestleMania against Charlotte.
Yeah, they're going to set that up into a
It'll be,
three-way.
it'll be a 3-way of some sort.
But I like Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks.
She's an Irish wrestler.
Yes,
She's pretty good, pretty talented.
bright orange hair.
Bright orange hair.
That's what divas now, or women's wrestling is. You have to have the weirdest
Hair
color.
extensions and really bright, weird hair.
Yeah.
Pink, orange, really blonde, black with blue highlights. It's really strange.
All right. Next match 3 of the night, and it was a typical women's match, which was better than the women's matches in the past, but it wasn't anything spectacular.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens defeated Dolph Ziggler. Now, I was shocked that they put this on the pay-per-view because I haven't seen this match in a long time.
Yeah, it's only on Raw every week, which is annoying as hell. Every week they fight, and then they fight. This was just a glorified TV show.
Yeah.
It's just
This was what Raw would have been in the Attitude Era.
Right.
This
pay-per-view.
lineup. Yeah.
But I like Kevin Owens. I hope he fights AJ Styles at WrestleMania.
I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll get in after the pay-per-view. We'll talk about our WrestleMania fantasy bookings.
All right.
All right, it was solid. I like Kevin Owens, so he beat Dolph Ziggler for the IC title. Then this is a worthless match. Big Show, Kane, and Ryback defeated the Wyatt family.
That was pointless.
I don't know why you do it. And I understand also, too, the following night on Raw, they heel turned sort of Ryback, but
Yeah,
not really.
It was stupid. That's just a stupid match altogether.
I don't get the point of it because you're just burying the Wyatt family at this point in
Yeah,
time.
it's dumb.
All right. Then there's Charlotte defeated Brie Bella, which wasn't a bad.
Yeah, it was all right.
I mean, it was probably about the best Brie Bella match I've seen in a
Yeah,
while.
which isn't saying much, but
No,
yeah.
but it was a solid.
Yeah,
Now I thought match of the night was this one. AJ Styles beat Chris Jericho.
that was really good.
It was a good match. There was a couple botches, but it wasn't too much, and it was good, and it set them up that AJ beat him the third time out of their 2 out of 3 series. Justin.
Did a 2 out of 3, an official 2 out of 3.
Yep.
Which
And
is
then
good.
now they're friends on Raw, and they're tagging.
They're buddies. It's a buddy cop drama now.
Yeah,
I didn't
totally.
even know Jericho was still doing it.
He comes back for WrestleMania.
He
So
has a
Okay.
band, and he goes away with his band that I think is probably pretty horrible. I think they're happy when he's not around that band, actually. Because I don't know. He goes and sings with them, and then he comes back. Jericho can do whatever he wants.
because he'll lose. Like, he just loses to everybody.
You don't
I can't remember the last time he won an important match that he was in.
He's done what he's had to do, so he's fine.
Yeah. Then the match of the night was Roman Reigns defeats the guy that he was supposed to pin versus the guy that couldn't win because he's too over. So Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
Brock
and
Lesnar.
he pinned his buddy, so Brock Lesnar didn't have to get pinned.
Yep.
And yeah, he's gonna go fight Triple H at WrestleMania,
And
which everybody hates, but
Yeah.
me, I don't mind it.
What?
It's what it is, you know. It's what Triple H does. He I don't feel it should be for the title, but I like seeing Triple H at WrestleMania. I think it's part of. I think it's now like seeing the Undertaker only at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Is where you see Triple H only at WrestleMania.
I think he's going to take over for that. After Undertaker retires,
It's like his thing.
Yeah, it'll be his thing for a while.
Yeah. So WrestleMania,
So it's clearly going to be.
which is in where this year? Isn't it like it's
Dallas.
in Dallas Stadium?
So yeah, it's the
This
Cowboys.
is actually one of the
Gillette.
biggest venues for it because they're. And what sucks about it is they're trying to build this one up as like one of the biggest ones they've had in a long
everybody's
time,
hurt.
and everybody keeps getting hurt. They lost John Cena.
Randy Orton.
Well, and wasn't everybody talking earlier in the season that Ronda Rousey was going to come back and do the
season.
big thing? Whatever. I don't know. That Ronda Rousey was going to come back with The Rock, and they were going to do, and then she lost her match.
Yeah.
So
They were trying to get Ronda Rousey to come and appear there. And then, because they were building her as like almost a female Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Unstoppable. She's going to appear at WrestleMania. Then she loses to that chick.
not just loses, she got
knocked.
crushed.
And then she's like suicidal. And now they want nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
So it really ruined her. I don't know. Maybe afterwards she could have a career there.
I think she'll definitely go there after
But
she's on the
it
UFC.
definitely took a lot of hype away from her for sure.
Now, if she comes back and beats her, that's another story. That it'll be a nice comeback.
Yeah,
but
yeah. You know, that she just needed to get her. It's like a Rocky 3 kind of thing where he loses to Clubber Lang. And that's maybe Apollo Creed is help training running on a beach and nut huggers and high
Well, we
socks
know
and-
she's been on the beach.
Yeah. You
Without
remember that scene in Rocky 3?
Why do you remember the nut huggers?
Well, because
out
they
of-
wear the shortest shorts back in the 80s, and they have these tiny little shorts and socks on, and they're running on the beach. And Apollo's mad at him because he's not running, because he can't beat Apollo in a run. And then all of a sudden, Rocky beats him, and they're jumping down, hugging each other in the water.
There was more
it's the weirdest scene ever.
There was more material in the socks they were wearing than those shorts they had on.
Oh, the socks were huge. They're up to their knees, and the shorts. I mean, Apollo Creed is wearing like a cut-off belly shirt and like the shortest. It's the stupidest outfit. I don't know why people wear that in the game. I mean, the dude's ripped as hell. I mean, he was, you know, they were both him and Sylvester Stallone. They look like so weird. It's so weird when you watch it now. You're like, what the hell are they wearing?
It doesn't hold up.
That's a great movie though. But anyway, I love Mr. T.
All right, so sorry. I derailed.
Yeah, you derailed me.
I totally forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about nut hugger shorts and
Your
Ronda Rousey.
fantasy picks for
Oh,
WrestleMania.
it's a fantasy booking for WrestleMania. What's going to be, it's going to be Reigns versus Triple H, Ambrose versus Lesnar, and then what was the other match?
Well, then the big news is that
Oh, yeah.
the WWE brought Shane McMahon back.
which was a great episode on Raw.
Right, because Shane was Vince's son.
He is.
He is. Who was a part of the show and, like, part of, like, one of the owners, creators.
Yeah.
He was heavily involved in, like, the 90s, 2000s, and then he went away to do his own business. He started up some companies on his own, and he hasn't been associated with them for a long time. What,
Long
like
time.
8 years, something like
Yeah,
that?
7 or 8 years. And now
And-
he's back, which is
And I think he's only back as an on-air TV character.
he's not. Well, yeah,
I think he
'cause
has anything to do with the company, because that's Stephanie and Triple H.
yeah, which is I think fine. And I would like to see. All right, so
He came back and basically said that he has, which is great when they do this in wrestling, he has dirt on his father. It's in a lockbox somewhere. Something Vince did. I don't know what he did. He banged some girl or did something
Yeah.
bad. And he'll release this to the world unless he gets full control of Monday Night Raw. So in a typical WWE fashion, he has to fight The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match. And if he wins, he gets Raw. Not the WWE, he gets Raw.
yeah,
Which I saw some stuff
Yeah.
online where they're booking some stuff in like May, and it's titled Raw vs. WWE.
yeah.
So I think they're going to do a brand split, which we've been waiting for a long
Which would be great. So I think so. Here's my fantasy booking for the Undertaker match. It's Hell in a Cell, so it's anything goes. Anybody can come in and interfere. It's anything goes, so The Undertaker is going to lose that match. You don't set that kind of match up to have The Undertaker win because he doesn't need it. Because he can beat Shane McMahon. He's a guy, he's just not a wrestler.
Yeah, but he is crazy, Shane. He does some crazy shit in a
row. There's a video online of him just showing him
He will jump off the cage through something.
He jumped off the top of, like, scaffolding, like 25 feet down. He's nuts.
He's nuts.
Well, at least younger one, he was nuts.
He's in good shape. He'll do it.
He looked
But,
jacked.
Here's the other point with that. You don't even know if this match is going to happen because Undertaker hasn't accepted this yet.
Yeah.
So there might be an angle where he comes out and goes, I'm not doing this for you because he's not a McMahon fan. Maybe it ends up he sides with Shane and then they bring someone in that Vince is going to have. You know what I mean? It could be something like that. I wouldn't be that this match is settled yet.
Well, if this is the match it's going to be, this is what I would do. It's in Hell in a Cell. There's a lot of signed guys right now that the WWE has that they are holding on to and not showing to the public yet. There's a great tag team.
You're going to go into all this Bullet Club shit, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going full Bullet Club. Wouldn't it be great if all of a sudden he's getting beat, he's fighting The Undertaker, maybe holding his own. Undertaker gets the upper hand, and all of a sudden
all these guys run the ring and beat him up.
Finn Balor, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows run in, and because I don't think AJ Styles can be a part of it.
People don't know who the hell that is. It's a bunch of people from a different show that they've signed and haven't put on TV yet.
Finn Balor's their NXT champion.
Well, yeah, other than him. Yeah.
And I think because his music's recognizable, if it hit during the match, that would be a big pop. People would go crazy for it. And then him coming out, because he has like two different like entrances now. He has one where he's like part of his last name's Baylor. It's the Baylor Club. They really like corrugated cardboard and keep it in bundles. So there can be one group and come down, or you can even come down as the Demon. I don't know, something.
Yeah.
But it also could be a whole. Triple H could be out there with DX, and then the NWO came out last year when DX was there.
Yeah, they could do that.
And then if they add the Bullet Club to it, and it would be all three of them.
Well, then you also have the fact that John Cena might return and decide. There's a lot.
There's a lot of.
As we know more, we'll get closer to it.
But I would like to see the Bullet Club screw the Undertaker.
Oh, just a big, sexy screw match, huh? A spit swapping makeup. But, The Rock's also supposed to be there.
I have a plan for The Rock.
Oh, you do? But you just have all these. Do you want to save it?
Well, I mean, yeah, we can talk about it. What's the time like? Do you want to wrap us?
We're 106.
Yeah, we're 106.
Oh, 106.
Yeah. But there's going to be some more exciting stuff coming up, hopefully.
Yeah.
That.
I think The Rock should be. I was listening to a podcast earlier today, and they were talking about.
You were on another podcast?
I wasn't on it. I was listening to it. I like to listen to other podcasts too. But I think The Rock should come out with Roman Reigns at the main event, and I think Reigns should heel turn and knock out The Rock.
What's that proof?
Because he's going to get booed already.
Well, they're going to try to put The Rock there to boost his cherries, which never works.
No, because the crowd there is going to think you're jamming it down their throat.
Yeah.
Does he have any movies coming out this spring?
Well, he has a ton.
He's really busy. He is currently filming Baywatch, the big live-action movie, which we get to see the girl that I think is so hot in a Baywatch bathing suit. What's her name? She played his daughter in the horrible The Rock Fights an Earthquake movie.
They're making a sequel to that.
How?
I don't know.
They're doing it.
And now she's playing, I think his love interest. So she's just kind of all over the place.
No, they cast, because wasn't CJ the David Hasselhoff's
No,
main
he
love
was
interest?
never with CJ in Baywatch. That was he mentored her.
Okay.
Wait a minute, so The Rock's supposed to be David Hasselhoff?
Is The Rock David Hasselhoff?
That's kind of the place he's taking in the show.
I can't believe they're not going to have David Hasselhoff in a Baywatch.
He's gonna have to make a cameo.
Yeah.
All those people shot. They're not. No one's doing it.
Pam Anderson is terrifying looking nowadays.
She's had way too much plastic surgery.
I mean, everything's starting to grow old except all the silicone that's in her, and it's scary looking.
Well, do they need a buoy?
And she's probably naked in a cage somewhere for PETA. And she's tied up somewhere with fur and blood all over her doing some weird... But that's what they do, like one of those weird things. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Doing some
like the kids do nowadays.
Those kids.
Listen here, old man, grandma.
Get off my lawn.
Damn it, the Blackhawks lost tonight.
Who'd they lose to?
To the Nashville Predators. 3-1 at home. Boy, that sucks.
What was the Penn score last night? Like 5-1
against
so.
If there's a city that I hate more,
Don't
Boston.
say it, because what if people in Boston want to listen to this podcast?
They can send me hate mail.
They can send you
I'm
hate
at,
mail.
I'm at Twitter at @FNKen. You can tweet me horrible death threats.
Yeah.
Once you get haters, you know you've made it, man.
Exactly.
Well, hey, speaking of stuff that we hate,
Oh, you just got to tell your story.
well, we'll get there. Speaking of stuff that we hate, I think we should, every once in a while, I used to have something on Facebook. We used to call it Hate Book. Do you remember my Hate Book
I
post?
loved Hate Book.
Where you would just vent for a little bit about shit that kind of bothers you, right?
Not kind of bothers you, royally pisses you off.
So I was thinking once in a while we should do a little segment that I like to call it Shit That Bothered Us This Week. And if you want, I'll start. Or if someone else.
I always like when your piss and vinegar starts the.
You like me to be pissed off first?
Go, and
Yeah, go ahead.
we'll run on your river.
I actually have a good one. So
Well, I
go
think
ahead.
you should go first, because we've
All
been
right,
doing
fine.
a lot of talking over here, and you sat quietly during wrestling.
Well, just during the wrestling stuff. No, people that
Wait, let me do the jingle for it. It's shit that bothers us this.
I think you're gonna do the chimpanzee then.
Oh, I can't copyright Ricky like that. Go ahead.
mine's just it's people that can't drive in the rain. When it's snowing and icy out, okay, slow down, don't drive like a maniac. But on my way to work yesterday morning, I sat on McKnight Road for 25 minutes because it was raining. And
Makes sense.
that pisses
Why
me
does
off.
rain bother people here so much more than snow?
I don't know. Because I was on my way to work this morning and it was snowing and people were driving 80 miles
How
an hour.
about when sun glare gets everybody? And it's like, it's the sun. Put some sunglasses on.
That's why they make that little flip down visor if you don't know what it's for. It's to block the sun.
Oh, I thought that's where I'm supposed to put my stuff.
So that's what I hate.
Important bills
is
you forget to pay.
People who can't drive in the rain.
That's all you got?
That's all I got this week.
You don't want to hate on, like, stickers for laptops or blue headphones or anything like that? No?
No, I'm good.
I want you to talk more because I'm upset that we don't have a word of the week. That's what makes me mad.
Yeah, I'm totally upset that you haven't dropped a word bomb on us that we can call you on. That's really making me mad right now.
Keep going.
Nothing else?
No, I'm good.
I'd say my number thing that's really pissing me off this week is diabetes.
I can understand why that would piss
Me
you
being a
off.
diabetic, I've been trying to take better care of myself because I'm a bad diabetic, as I've been told by my mother, wife, doctor, everybody I meet.
Homeless man.
Homeless men. So I've been trying to take more care of it, and this is the most sugar testing I've ever done in my 3 or 4 years of being a diabetic, and I can't stand it. It's driving me crazy. Every time I go to prick my finger to draw some blood, something happens. I either drop it on the thing, or I fall, or I lose it, or I have to do it again, and it's driving me crazy. It's really driving me crazy. And trying to, like, eat better and be healthy, I'm either not getting enough, I'm either feeling good, or I'm not eating enough stuff, and then I'm feeling like I'm going to pass out and having these low blood sugar moments, which I never had before, which are just great when you're just sitting around feeling like absolute shit.
Okay, so I don't know really much about diabetes. So the reason you're testing so much more often now is because you've radically changed your diet?
No, you're supposed to test. I'm supposed to test before every meal, and before, like, I take insulin, give myself, I'm supposed to test. I never tested. I would test once a year and be like, here's what it is. I just don't do it. Because, you know me, I'm cheap, and I don't like to buy the test strips and the needles. And I reuse needles like a heroin addict. Or just tonight, when I dropped my insulin pen on the dirty floor in this comic book store and then had to stick it in my body. That's just, that's great. So if I die from some weird disease, growing some horn out of my head or whatever,
I'll
know
make
that
sh-
it's...
I'll
I
make
almost
sh-
said the name of this place.
Yeah, don't.
I'll make sure House comes and investigates takes floor samples.
So now I'm finally...
I know where this disease is from. It's from the bottom of the comic book store.
So now I'm finally taking care of myself, and it's just... It sucks. It sucks having to do this. You have to test all the time and record it and all that crap, But it's a real pain in the ass. That's been my biggest gripe with this week. That and my place of business where I work, which I can't say.
And
Can
now I feel like shit for saying that traffic in the rain bothers me.
No, traffic
when Dawn's talking about a life-threatening illness.
Traffic it bothers me too. I hate this goofy weather this week.
God.
It's 60 degrees and then it's snowing, and then it's nice out, then it's snowing.
So in 48 hours, we haven't. I won't say we've had 4 seasons of weather, but we've had a good 3 seasons of weather in 48 hours.
And no one's gonna get sick from that weather change. Just
and then
up and down.
This weekend, it's going to be 60 or something like that.
I'm ready for winter to be gone. Tired of winter.
We really didn't have a winter.
And I hate when people say that. There's another thing I hate. We didn't have a winter. Yes, we did have a winter. We just came out of it. Our gas bill's higher. People are sick. Yeah, maybe we didn't have the snow, but all the damn colds that you get and all that are all here. So we had a winter. We didn't even have a winter. What did we just sit through then? What was that called? Was that summer and I missed it?
We just
I
sat
left
through.
my poll open.
We just sat through your diatribe for 10 minutes.
Why don't you take us through every single match again of Fastlane?
Oh, go F yourself. You know what?
All right, let's rein it in. Ken, what has bugged you this week besides
Dawn.
Evan Biordi is what has been bothering me all week. No, it's been a pretty good week. I got my car fixed this week. It's super cheap.
His mustache grew out more.
I have a good mustache day going. You know what? Wires are pissing me off. I don't understand why at the time period we're at in technology that everything has so many effing wires. Because I had to rewire. We're doing a new POS system in my workplace.
Piece of shit system.
Pretty much. And as I'm putting another computer in the store and trying to wire it so it's a register, and I've redone it a couple times. It's just a pain in the ass, and I hate it. Also, the fact that it never works. That's how frustrating.
Yes, I'm not the only one.
Well, you won the F roulette.
Yeah. All right. Well, once again, we are way over our time we were going to do, so we'll wrap it up with a quick story called "How I Almost Killed Myself Today." So, for people that don't really know me, I have this sort of aura that follows me around that hates me. I'll give you a couple quick stories. Just yesterday, sitting in...
You made fun of me for listing every match. You're going to tell your whole cloud of Pigpen dirt bad luck.
See, I was just going to use that.
I'm walking there talking on my phone, and this girl says hi to me in this one store and goes, "Oh, how you doing?" I said, "Oh, good, how are you?" As I'm doing that, my phone just flies out of my hand. And then I start bumbling in the air, smacking at it in midair like an idiot, like a cat playing with it.
Your big Hulk hands.
And then finally I just grab it out of midair, and she looks at me like, "What the hell are you doing? Are you trying to, juggle your phone?" I just look like... it's just shit happens to me. I can't explain it. So today, when I wake up this morning trying to make my healthy breakfast, and I'm making an omelet, okay? So I have this little plastic omelet maker that goes in the microwave, all right? I don't know where we got it from. I don't know where half this shit shows up in my house from.
Eggs and microwaves. I think I know where the story's going.
So I put it down, I make the little mix, and I'm going to decide I'm going to put some onion in it, right? So when I chop onion, I got to light a candle because I start to cry, my eyes hurt if I don't light a candle. My wife taught me that trick. So I light the candle, I have it sitting on the stove, and I'm chopping up my onion. I put my onion in, put my cheese in, putting all my ingredients in, getting it ready to put in the microwave. Now, I didn't realize, Saber told me about this later on, I spray vegetable oil spray on everything. So when I'm cooking stuff, I always spray it. She said, you don't need to spray it in the plastic thing, but I did it anyway. I sprayed it inside. I didn't want the omelet to stick. So I have the aerosol can of the vegetable oil. I set it down on the table, right there in front of me. I open up the cabinet above me where the spices are I was looking for some garlic salt. Because I like to put a little bit of that in my eggs. It makes it taste good. My big stupid hand, which is gigantic because I have big hands, knocks some kind of beef bouillon cubes or whatever they were. They come violently flying out of the cupboard, hit the top of the aerosol can, which then shoots out a blast of vegetable oil spray right into the candle, creating a f***ing fireball that blows up in my face. And it was like this. I thought it burned my goddamn eyebrows off. I screamed backwards, And I was like, oh my God, like, how did that happen? I don't even know how it happened. First of all, when I got the matches off, this is another side story. We have a box of matches, wood matches. Every time. This box of matches, this is the thing I hate. It looks the same
We've already
on both
passed
ends.
that segment.
It looks the same on both ends. You can't tell what's the top part of the box and the bottom of the box. Every time I take it out to open it up,
most match
when I open it up, matches fly everywhere every time I open it up.
You're just supposed to slide it.
No, I have big Hulk hands. These things happen.
Have Alex do stuff for you. Safety. Have your
So I
6-year-old
still
open
had matches all over the floor and everywhere
and the
around
big
it.
fireball.
The big fireball goes off. I scream, "What the F?" real loud. I mean, I was so mad at. I don't know who I was mad at. I was just mad, and I was like literally shaking from like, why did that just happen? You know.
You made the board game mousetrap on top of your stove and just blew your own apple.
So then, as I go to put the eggs in this stupid container into the microwave, I drop it. Of course, it hits the microwave, spills all into the microwave, all over the stove. Then I just took it, threw it across the room, and ate a granola bar, and that was the end of the omelet making. Because I feel, have you ever seen the movie Final Destination?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't realize it, but I skip death somewhere, and then my house is trying to kill me. Because this is all the time. I almost fell out my bedroom window a few weeks ago because I tripped over a laundry basket. And, you know, who almost dies vacuuming their bedroom? But this is me. Every week it's something else. A fireball. A fireball. A literal fireball in there. I mean, I looked at it. I watched it and I was like slow motion. It was like boom, and I just watched it spray into the candle, and I'm like, my face was just like, what the? And my eyebrows luckily didn't. I mean, good thing I don't have any hair. That would have got burned off. But yeah, it was insane. It was insane. I mean, I just sat there for a minute going, I can't believe what just happened.
What's the odds of that?
You couldn't do that again if you tried.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it again.
I really need to tap into the NSA surveillance system and find the video of that happening.
Me at home during the day working from home, it's lucky I'm not dead yet. I mean, because half the shit that goes on there during the day, it's falling down steps, and it's just, there's always something trying to kill me. Always. It's, you know. It's Final Destination, Part 50. Why do you look so terrified right now?
It's just crazy.
It's crazy. It's just crazy. But yeah, that's my story.
Wow.
Not as good as the poop story, but pretty close. So, you know, there you go. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Check us out.
Everybody's like stunned.
I don't even know what to say after that story. Like,
I feel like I want to go back to your house and like childproof it.
Yeah. Well,
how do you childproof against candles and aerosol cans?
How do you childproof it against a 6'2", 240-pound bald idiot just with Hulk hands and giant feet, just flopping around the house, destroying things?
I mean, I'm not surprised that it happened, but it's hilarious.
It's not.
Because I've seen you rip an entire drawer out of your kitchen.
That time I ripped the whole face of the drawer off.
So let me set the stage here. So Dawn,
gotta make it quick. We're going long again.
All right, so I'll get this quick. Back in the day, used to go to Don's house on Thursdays, and I would just eat his leftovers. So he would make, we were prepping leftovers so I could eat because I never ate at my own house because I never had any food. He's going into his drawer to get a utensil, and he pulls on it, and you ever have your drawer where the spatula sticks?
It's a little stuck.
It's stuck. So you're trying. So he gets instantly mad, and he's like, "What the f?" And he's like trying to jam his giant Hulk hand underneath to get it, and he goes, I actually don't think he did that. I think he just kept tugging on it. I'm like, I think there's just something stuck underneath it. He goes, no, and he yanks it and then just rips the entire drawer face off, and chunks go flying, and shit is everywhere. And it was hilarious.
Were you exposed to gamma radiation as a youth?
I don't know. I think it was dropped on my head and ate paint chips.
I think you're Italian and have no patience.
Yeah, that's also. How dare you? You racist.
Well, this is coming from me that broke a keyboard this week for lack of patience.
Yeah. Well, I have this thing. I get angry at inanimate objects. I don't know what it is. I get angry at inanimate objects like they're real. Like I have dropped stuff. I had like a ball that kept rolling off this thing I was trying to put on Alex's shelf, and I was literally yelling at it, going, "You want to be on the floor? You be on the floor!" I threw it in the garbage. Like the ball's going, "Oh no! What was I doing? Well, I should have just listened. I'm sorry, Don. Like the ball don't. It's not even real, and I'm yelling at it. Yeah. If my wife hears this, she'll just be like, I don't know why you're not on medication. Then she comes home and goes, you look mad. What kid pissed you off? I'm like,
The ball.
the ball and the aerosol kid. Nothing. The kids were fine. It was everything else in this house. All right. So there you go.
All right.
Again, thanks everybody for listening, and
Check us out. Check us out on kfpodcast.com.
we hope that it continues. We appreciate it a lot. Have a good weekend.